trash kids when they saw this increase. Sorry, gotta go. Double G, double P. Sorry.
Fortnite, let's go. I get it all night for show. I'm on a Fortnite, let's go. I get it all night.
But the action continues as queue times for Europe have concluded, but we're tallying up. Players are finishing up their final games, and we're going to see who ends up in the top 10. 1,500 players in the European region will move on to tomorrow's finals, where 8 players in solos will qualify for the Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City.
Very common tactic there. Crippa underneath the stairs hits the edit, but doesn't confirm it just yet because he wants to be able to hold and just take a look around. Especially on a ramp, when you hit the edit on that, it becomes transparent. You're standing underneath it, you get a chance to look through without being challenged just yet. On top of that, more basically max builds. He's sitting pretty.
Yeah, could recycle some of those too.
That's exactly what he's doing. I don't know if you noticed that he's using the brick to build for just a second and then knocking out a couple extra floors to pick up. There you go. Rotates back, picks up a couple bricks that are just down on the ground. Sees a player underneath.
And he hears the movement. You hear the footsteps just clunking around right underneath you. So Crippa's just like, okay, where are you, buddy? There you go. Right on to Aaron. Aaron was making all sorts of noise, owned none of those walls. And another player as well. Scuffles right below him. He's going to scramble on out of there, I should say. But Crippa, this is why you just want to try and get as much real estate as possible. 88 blue, and Kato was unaware completely. And that is going to be 2 eliminations where Crippa was relatively, I didn't even say relatively, was just straight up unchallenged.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no reason to be afraid in a situation like that. In fact, if he owns that pyramid, he might even be able to reset it and drop that player down. Doesn't go for it. Celestin up there in the top left, inside a box that isn't 100% his. Crippa challenging inside. There's 2 players underneath that are fighting each other. Maybe a chance to go down and say hello if he does continue to own all this surface. But like I was saying, there's no reason to be intimidated in a situation like that when you have players right underneath. If you own every surface, and why not? The slurp, excellent time there. Has to see the player rotating in behind. 2 big shots. The third gets the elimination on Art. Ton of damage from the storm, though. Slurp still ticking away there, still healing up. Fish, same box. You gotta look out. The box is up quickly. Doesn't want to challenge right now. Maybe a little too exposed. And it's a chance to pop a couple minis. Goes for maybe a little bit of high ground. Now, uses the ramp to rotate ahead.
Just going to get as far to the front of that storm as possible so that he doesn't have to worry about players picking him off from behind. He can be the one looking to gatekeep. And then you're going to have a few of these ballers. They're going to be down low once again. We're seeing these players just try and hold it. But a lot of players have been punishing, just as you saw, I've been punishing these ballers, not allowing them to get any kind of free space. Especially with the TAC AR and how many the amount of light ammo that you can gain throughout a game. Might as well send a few shots over there and just punish those baller players. No real risk there.
I mean, at this point, you're going to see a lot of players. You see even Crippa, a good example of that, staying up above and just kind of waiting, looking for shots on players that are trying to move through the storm, stay ahead of the game. Maybe somebody just not too far behind. He's going to build up on the outside over here.
I also love the way he's playing the edge.
Yeah, I was a little about to say, basically flirting with the edge of the storm all along during this rotation. There's no need. It gives you the chance to not have to wall off behind you. You save some materials. In a situation like Crippa's, he's sitting on 27 builds, all wood right now, low durability. You'll see a player rotating in, tries to go for the push. Got to be very careful they don't edit a hole through and take shots at you on the move. Crippa's got to keep moving ahead. 20 builds remaining. Lands right on top, 2 shots in a row. Spuvix goes down. Crippa picks up all those materials.
He has his head on a swivel here, Lupo, and that has been the more impressive part of it. He's looking around, seeing right through the slats of the wood where players are going to be. Is there an opportunity for him to get another point? One step closer to the victory royale. Crippa, such a good player, but Lobo has been having one heck of a game. It is, or just a day, I should say. He's been performing so well. And Crippa still holding back to the edge of the storm here. Waiting. Hearing players make a lot of noise all around. Needs to be mindful not to take a lot of ticks outside, but will be able to pick off Lowell, who was right in front of him. Now we're going to be in top 7, Lupo.
6 players remaining. Crippa picking up elimination that feeds us and takes Ice from Atlantis out.
He's taking so much damage from outside. He just turns on Horde.
4 HP left. The Siphon puts him at 54. Now's the time. You better pop those minis because you're not going to get another chance. Brasco and Big Monkey all the way up top. Mino still in a baller, gets knocked out of that, forced out by Brasco. A little 1v1 happening right there. The Storm doing the only damage to Brasco at that point. Mino on the outside, going to have to rotate around. Meanwhile, Crippa, low ground warrioring. Look at the bottom right corner of your screen. No builds. Nothing. He's got a campfire, but can't even place it down because he doesn't have enough.
Oh, Brasco's going to go down low right in front of Crippa, and Crippa's going to get the better of Brasco. Mino is a fish right in the mid-ground. You're going to have Big Monkey Balu up above as well. So you're going to have Baloo. You're also going to have Fish, and then Crippa. And Crippa, man, he's been playing this one so well. Only he's going to have 3 builds remaining, but Mino's going to get ticked. He's going to get ticked from the stinks, and Crippa waiting for the opportunity to strike. Will have that life lead, and he's going to get it, and now he's going to have a firm advantage over Baloo. Baloo only is going to have 5 builds remaining. Meanwhile, Crippa can continue to tarp this off because Crippa's going to have 30-plus builds left. Baloo has got to get low. Crippa hears the movement above him, and he knows that he's going to have him if he just plays this intelligently. And then Crippa, he goes in for the challenge, Baloo, and he's going to pay, and Crippa gets the victory royale.
Look at the HP, 50. He got the elimination right as the Storm